A spaceship flies past Earth's moon, its engines glowing against the blackness of space. The year is 2478, and humanity has colonized several star systems. Most of the galaxy is now fair game for intrepid explorers, fortune seekers, and traders. But there is one region that remains off limits: the Shadow Belt. It's an uncharted asteroid field, larger than any human colony, and home to thousands of derelict alien vessels that pose a constant threat to passing traffic. Anything that ventures too close never returns. On the bridge of the spaceship, Captain Ryland just sits tensely in his command chair, gripping the armrests as he steers his ship through the dangerous landscape. He glances at the chronometer on the wall. Time is running out. He needs to make this shortcut through the belt if he wants to have any chance of winning the race. Suddenly, his ship shudders violently. An asteroid, almost invisible in the darkness, has slammed into their shields. "Brace for impact," Ryland yells over the intercom. This time, it's not a meteoroid, but something solid. Something has crashed through their shields and embedded itself in the hull. They're bleeding energy. Ryland grabs a fire extinguisher and runs toward the breach. With a combination of luck and skill, he manages to stabilize the situation, sealing off the hull breach and patching up their shields. When he returns to the bridge, he finds his navigator, Zia, staring intently at the main view screen. In front of them is a vast cavern filled with countless asteroids of all shapes and sizes. And at the far end, barely visible through the dust clouds, is the finish line. Ryland looks back at the chronometer. There's still time. Maybe he can win after all. But first, he needs to navigate the most dangerous part of the belt, the graveyard of empires. Ryland wakes from a deep sleep to the sound of alarms blaring. Zia is slumped over her station, unconscious. Their autopilot has somehow been disabled, and the ship is on a collision course with a nearby asteroid. Quickly stabilizing the ship, Ryland finds himself face to face with an unexpected visitor. It's Kato, one of the other racers, and he isn't alone. A swarm of robotic drones surround him, weapons drawn. Clearly, Kato isn't here for a friendly chat. Soon, blaster bolts are flying, and Ryland finds himself locked in a desperate battle for survival. The race began 3 days ago as part of a galactic event known as the Celestial Run. Every 5 years, an elite group of pilots are chosen to compete in the ultimate test of skill and daring. A high-stakes race through the Shadow Belt. But while some parts of the belt are well charted, no one really knows what lies within this asteroid field. That's why every race has a twist. This year, it's a game of cat and mouse. Each racer was fitted with a tracker when they entered the belt, and at any point, the organizers could switch the roles of hunter and prey. All the pilots have to do is stay alive and reach the end of the course. Whoever does so first wins. After fending off Cato's attack, Ryland finds himself separated from the pack. But as he charts a course through the maze of rocks, he realizes he isn't alone. He's being followed by something fast and deadly. To shake off his pursuer, Ryland makes a sharp turn and heads for an asteroid up ahead. Just before crashing into it, he fires his engines, letting the asteroid's gravity pull him through a narrow crevice. His pursuer follows, but whatever it is, it's too big to fit through the hole. Ryland emerges on the other side and takes a moment to catch his breath. Whatever was chasing him had taken damage. Now, he just needs to get to the end of the race. But then, he notices something strange. The asteroid he just passed through wasn't on his scanner, nor was the cave he's now in. It wasn't on any of the navigational charts. Realizing that he's found something important, Ryland sets about exploring. He finds the wreck of a transport ship, its hull torn open like a can. Then he finds the source of the trackers that allow the race to be monitored. The small black cubes are floating in the air, their glow a sinister red in the dark. Turning on their power, he finds that they're broadcasting a distress call from inside the asteroid. As he works to repair the communications array, Ryland hears the sound of incoming traffic. Cato is back, and he's brought back up. The leader of the pack, a ruthless mercenary named Cyrus, is closing in fast. The next few minutes are a blur of activity as Ryland struggles to restore power to the station. Finally, he steps outside just as Cyrus arrives, and what he sees leaves him speechless. Before him are thousands of ships, all silent and lifeless. They're the missing ships of the belt, the ones that disappeared without a trace. Zia suddenly comes to life, having recovered from her stun. As the race continues, the other racers arrive and find the graveyard for themselves. One by one, they fall victim to the same fate, only to remain Ryland and Queso. Queso reaches the final leg of the race first, but he doesn't notice the trap that awaits him. The finish line shimmers into view. As he crosses it, his ship shudders. The line is a shield, a massive force field that has been raised to prevent anyone from leaving. He tries to turn back, but it's too late. The field is impenetrable. Now trapped, the remaining racers begin searching for a way out. They explore miles of caverns, some filled with ancient machinery, others with the skeletons of long-dead aliens. They even discover a hidden lake of liquid nitrogen, a potential source of fuel. But they're running out of time. Soon, the ship's life support will begin to fail. Meanwhile, Cyrus isn't giving up. Though his ship was destroyed, he managed to escape in an escape pod, and he's found an entrance to the caverns. Ryland and Queso spot him and open fire, forcing him to retreat. But now they have to work together to stop him. After all, whoever wins the race will also have to contend with a powerful mercenary. Deep within the caverns, Cyrus discovers an ancient control room filled with computer terminals and consoles. It was once used to operate the station, but now it's nothing but a tomb. Just as he begins to lose hope, he finds an access tunnel leading deeper underground. At the bottom are 2 escape pods, each equipped with enough supplies to last a person several months. Taking one for himself, he heads deeper into the ground. Ryland and Kizo find the control room, but there's nothing here that can help them. What they need is a ship, something to get them out of this place. Fortunately, they don't have to look far. In the center of the station is a maintenance bay filled with utility vehicles. One of them is equipped with a tractor beam. It won't take them out of the belt, but it should be enough to get them closer to the edge where they can deploy their own escape pods. Back in the caverns, Cyrus activates the escape pods and prepares to launch. But as he climbs inside, something stirs in the darkness. The ground trembles, and a guttural roar echoes through the caverns. Whatever it is, it's coming for him. He races to the controls and blasts off, leaving the creature to its anger. Meanwhile, Ryland and Kato make their way to the surface. As their ship emerges from the belt, it's met with a hail of laser fire. The other racers, having recovered from their stuns, are waiting for them. The fight is fierce, but it's one they can't win. They may have survived the belt, but they're trapped now. And that's when they see it. Through the darkness of space, a huge shape is lumbering toward them, a creature of pure shadow and teeth. Its eyes burn with unholy fire, and it seems to be made of pure darkness. Yet there's something familiar about it, something that seems strangely mechanical. It crashes into the lead ship, sending sparks flying. It's a machine, a robot of some kind. But who built it, and why? Was it the same race that built the belt? These questions will have to wait until another day. For now, Ryland and his crew can only watch in horror as the creature tears through the fleet, consuming everything in its path.